Okay, welcome to this is week 12, our last week together. We are in lesson 2, and this is a really fun one because we're going to talk about celebration and connection and how that applies to healing autoimmune disease. So today we're going to talk about something that's really often overlooked in healing, and that is celebration. Not as a reward for being done, but as an interactive part of the process. Celebration reminds the nervous system that we're safe, that we've made progress, and that we are allowed to feel joy even in the midst of recovery. So when we acknowledge ourselves with kindness, we reduce the stress signals that fuel inflammation. And studies show that emotional validation improves vagal tone and helps to calm immune reactivity. So simply noticing your growth and saying, that mattered, it sends healing messages throughout the body. Think of the wins no one claps for. You choose to rest before you crashed. You set a healthy boundary. You felt a flare coming up and you responded with care instead of fear. These internal shifts are often the most powerful, but only you may see them, and that's okay. That makes them even more worth honoring because it's for you. This healing is for you. A small win might be you drink some water before caffeine. Maybe you paused and really thought about it before you just said yes and committed yourself to something. Maybe you noticed you were feeling a little anxious and you were able to practice some grounding techniques in that moment. None of these will probably go viral, right? But they're rewiring your nervous system and helping your body heal in real time. So let's stop overlooking what's working and give ourselves the credit that is due for all of these big and small wins that are happening. Also, something to keep in mind is you don't have to wait to be symptom-free to experience joy. That may or may not even happen, right? You may still have to always manage some symptoms. But joy is not the finish line. It's part of the path. And when you allow yourself to feel good, even briefly, even as you are continuing on this healing journey, you create safety inside your body. And that tells your immune system that I'm not in danger. I can settle here, right? So I think it's, while it's hugely important to have these goals that we're working towards, it is also really important to just kind of enjoy where you are right now. You've already come so far. It is okay to feel at peace and to feel proud of yourself and to celebrate where you are right in this moment, even as you continue to work towards those bigger goals. So again, celebration, it's for you. It doesn't need to be loud or public, right? I mean, it can be if you want it to be, but it doesn't have to be. You might share a win with a friend or just write it in your journal, or please share it here in our community, our school community. I love seeing wins there, and that's part of this program, is to have a place where we can really support each other and celebrate each other's wins. So please feel free to do it there. But if you'd rather just celebrate it in your own way, it's fine too. But if you are sharing it with someone or some community, choose people who honor your process and don't judge your pace, right? You're doing great. So let others witness your healing if it feels right, because that connection can definitely solidify the change, right? So I think having other people that can celebrate with you is huge. It's great. And you always have that here in this community, but also make sure that you're just celebrating it for yourself internally. Rituals are also really important in celebration because rituals help anchor celebration into your nervous system. So try doing something like lighting a candle when you finish your week, or write a note to your past self. Maybe take a solo walk just to honor your progress, right? Really think about what that means while you're walking. Celebration becomes a practice, not just an event. Being seen and supported by others is not a luxury, it's biology. Safe connection with other people increases oxytocin, it improves your vagal tone, and therefore decreases inflammation. So when someone reflects your strength back to you, your nervous system receives a signal of, oh, hey, I'm not alone. And that's healing. So the support part of this is really, really important. I would really encourage you to, be able to share these wins with a close friend or your spouse, or your church community, or wherever you feel safe. But if you can have that supportive connection with other people, really makes this healing process a lot more meaningful. Keep in mind, there are also different types of support. There can be emotional support, which a lot of times is just listening without trying to fix things, right? And it is perfectly okay to ask other people for this type of support if that's what you need. Hey, I just need you to listen to this. Don't need your advice. Don't want you to try and fix it, right? Just listening. There's also practical support, and that is more kind of behavioral. So people may be helping with meals or tasks, doing things for you, helping with scheduling, right? Those things can be really important too. And it is also okay to ask for those types of help. There's also somatic support, and that can be someone or something that just gives you a calming presence, or maybe a caring touch, or sometimes some movement. So you don't need all types all the time. What matters is knowing that there are different types of support, and just kind of tuning in to recognize which one it is you need and at what time, and then allowing yourself to receive it. So support isn't always about quantity, it's really more about quality. Um, who is it in your life that makes you feel safe and seen and respected? Maybe it is your partner. Maybe it's a therapist. Maybe it's your friend or your pet. Maybe it's your spiritual connection. It can be whatever deepens that sense of connectedness. Um, Let go of what doesn't, right? The opposite of this is really important too. If you notice being around certain people, or certain environments or communities kind of make you feel drained and not good, let go of that. You deserve to be supported in a way that is healthy healing. So let's take a moment to just kind of reflect. What does celebration look like for you? Like, what resonates with you of how you would like to celebrate your wins? Um, Also, take a moment, kind of think about what kind of support feels most nourishing right now. Who can you turn to, or who might you reach out to in the coming months? You don't have to heal alone. Healing is hard, but it gets lighter when it's shared. And, again, I want to invite you to stay active in this community, to reach out to me, right? That's why we're here. That's why we're doing this. So, right now, if you're in a time in your life that you don't have a lot of support directly around you, that's okay. Lean on us. We're here for that too. So you deserve to be celebrated. You have done more than most people will ever do. You have shown up for your body, your emotions, your boundaries, and your future. And that is truly worth celebrating. And not just today, but always, every day. You don't have to wait for permission. This healing journey belongs to you, and you do deserve to be honored in it. So take a moment and celebrate yourself. And do check out the worksheet that goes with this week's lesson. It will just kind of help you integrate those ways of celebrating yourself and really recognizing your wins. So I enjoyed covering this subject with you today. Lots to celebrate here. So I look forward to seeing you next time in our next lesson. See you then.